Howdy YouTube, my name's Ethanra, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So, resuming the search for my light, and I'm kind of out of it, man, because I was not expecting Skull to do what he did. I didn't think I'd ever see it again, really. But yeah, you see what I meant now, why I was so excited when I told you about it for the first time. Because I have no idea how to make him do that, obviously because he chooses to do it of his own volition, because why not? I do like the fact that he did it, while I was talking about his reality bending powers a little bit before that, and then the last thing he does right before I choose to end the video was to do that, and I kind of called it when I mentioned, when I'm looking for my light. Of course, when I give up, if I had stayed one more round, that probably would have been the one where I found it. But then Skull goes and kind of flips the script by saying, well, if you go one more round, I'll do that trick you like so much. And sure enough, I went one more round just to hope I find my light, and Skull does his little trick. So that was kind of neat. It almost makes up for how bad the last video was. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course it does. It totally makes up for it. But okay, here we go again. Since the other parties I was thrown into were kind of slow, and breaking up I was breaking my own rule anyway. Instead of doing two fights, I'm going to do one, just of the off chance that I get stuck with a low level party again, because I can't afford to waste that kind of time. Because you see, like, I don't know which one it was, but one of those fights, well, I know which one it was. I just mean I don't know what like number order it was, but that one fight was like the longest one because the party, well, not the entire party, but certain ones kept going down, kept being defeated, so that slowed me down immensely. Oh man, I'm trying to think of how to get through this with as few fights as possible, but I guess it doesn't matter because there's no time limit, but the time limit is more on me than on the actual party. And this isn't even their fault for being slow, it's just there's a lot of Heartless out. There you are, making us go through that mini army just to get to you. And Nova. Okay, that was pretty good. Hopefully he'll go down in one more of my turns. Oh yeah, he definitely will. Yeah, see, there's that one shot I was telling you guys about. But it's cool. They took him down as I thought. And as great as that party was, unfortunately, I have to stick to my own rule this time. I will make them just one runs and go. Yeah, I should just go and call them that. Just one runs. You do one run, then you leave. So, one runs. Come on now. I'm not even going to stick around for like the rewards thing because I want to, get through it as fast as I can until I find my light. The quest continues. I guess I should also mention now, in case it wasn't immediately obvious, I'm uploading that one video right now. So of course that's going to slow down Union Cross a little bit. Hopefully not to the point where I'm like staring at the same screen for 30 seconds, but you get my point. What's the target? Oh, 35 enemies. Okay. Oh, never mind. It's done. All right, that works for me. Since he's probably going to appear on this side, or maybe not because it's so clean, I'll go ahead and defeat some of the Heartless over here just because. Geez, I'm tagging all of these things. Were these here before and I just didn't see them? Or are they popping up now just to slow me down? Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, let's go, Hocus Pocus, you unfitting name, you. Almost forgot to do the Nova, just in case he one-shots me again. But yeah, that's another piece of advice I told you guys that I discovered on my own. Actually, even more than that. Like I said, my problem-solving skills are actually, not to brag, because what do I have to brag about? But my problem-solving skills are actually pretty on point. It's just, in general, I'd be derping out. Like how I figured out, no one told me, that doing buffs in general, I don't know which one it is. I think it's general buffs, like the ones that just have the sword beside it, not the attribute. But anyway, buffing your attack actually buffs your Nova. I didn't know that until I figured it out on my own. Or how it's a better idea to where if you're doing jack nothing to the boss, it's better for you to save your medals for reviving people. So that you yourself won't be going down every, 30 seconds, as well as to revive the others so they won't have to use one of their more powerful medals to revive anyone else. You'd be helping out with the DPS even though you yourself aren't even doing any damage. There's that. And then, of course, like I just said, with the Nova, you want to try to use your Nova. Well, if you feel you're going to die, you want to use your Nova before that happens, because if you have a Nova unused, you get KO'd and then someone revives you, you essentially wasted your Nova, because if you use your Nova, then get knocked out, and then someone revives you, it restores your Nova. So it's always good to try to get the Nova out before you die. That's why I try to take two of my own advice right there would be to buff it. Hey, look, Skull's doing it. Look at him. Oh, man, look at him. Oh, I can't believe it. Skull's actually doing it at the very start of the fight. Look at that. Oh, man, Skull, take a victory lap. Oh, we ain't done yet. We are not done. Keep running. Keep running. Oh, look at him. Oh, man, that just made the entire video. I literally don't care what happens next. The only thing better than that could be finding my light. But, oh, Skull, you really know how to cheer me up. You're the best digital pet I've ever had. Oh, nope, can't continue. See, look, I'm so happy it made me want to jump back in there. But no, we have to find another party. Oh, that was great. I cannot believe he did it twice in a row. Because this is back-to-back now. I didn't like, I don't think I actually messed up the recording this time either. So this is literally back-to-back. As soon as he did in the last video, I came back, recorded again, and he starts off doing it. Oh, that's amazing. At least I caught it that time. It was still a little bit slow, because I didn't notice it immediately, but it was a lot better than that last one. A lot better. Oh, that was so great. That just made the entire video for me. Like I said, the only thing better than that would be finding my light. But at least Skull's trying to keep me, in the game, trying to cheer me up while we're searching. I'm sorry, Skull, your adorableness is not enough to make up for my bad grammar. As hard as you try, it's not strong enough. I'm sorry. You are cute in general. The cutest pet in this entire game, but I'm sorry, man. It's not enough to fix my bad grammar. I also think that's pretty funny that Skull would do that when we're fighting Hocus Pocus, the most boring boss in this game for me right now. So Skull not only is trying to keep me motivated, he's also trying to keep the mood, not stale as Dayo Cheetos. I appreciate that, Skull. I really do. Okay, well, I'm actually glad that one went as fast as it did, because that means I can just continue the search that much faster. And nope, my light is not here. So moving on. I'll probably go 2 or 3 more depending on just how fast they go. If they're anything like that, then yeah, obviously. But depending on how fast they go will determine the length of this video. And after what Skull did, it is my duty to not screw these videos up now. You know, even though I already kind of did with the bad grammar. But that's just because I was overdosing on cuteness there for a little bit. So I'm okay now. I'm okay now. My levels have returned to normal. So I'm definitely going to try to keep this one screw up free. Alright, let's see who's all here. Chest. Okay, cool. The boss is already up. Hey, Kayla. There she is! Eternia! My light! Yeah, she's actually here. This is what I was waiting for. Fortunately, we can't, you know, wait too long. But yay, Eternia's here. That's what I was waiting for. Oh man, Skull, you made this video, man. I owe you like all the dog treats for what you just did. Let me actually go in and go pick up this chest while I'm at it. But yeah, Skull, you deserve all the dog treats for that. You deserve all the Lux for what you did. Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, Skull, that was just amazing. Oh, that's so good. Now I definitely can't screw this video up. Oh man, I cannot afford to, you know, crap this one up. Skull did his amazing trick. Eternia shows up here now, finally. But yep, so what do you know? I completed it in just 2 short quests. The quest for the light has been found. Eternia of Light. Huh, you get it? Pretty clever, huh? I'm pretty good with names and titles. But okay, so now that that's out of the way, at least this video won't be... Actually, I was going to say complete waste, but it's not a waste at all after Skull did started off the video with his trick, so... I just got like the biggest smile on my face. Matter of fact, I don't think I've stopped smiling ever since Skull did his little trick, and then Eternia shows up too. So yeah, this is probably like, it's hard to say if this is my favorite video or not, because obviously one of my top favorites are the ones where Eternia drew those pictures for me. And as great as those were, I might actually put this one above those, just because A, Skull tap dancing on my head, and B, Eternia is here. This is our first time running into each other in Unions Cross. We actually planned for this to happen, but like I said, we're not in the same party, so it was sheer luck whether it'd show up or not. I said it. Sorry, I was thinking of Shenanigan. I meant her. It was sheer luck whether she would show up or not, whether we would run into each other. So that's really great this happens. I'm going to try to make this video as long as I can. Hopefully it won't, you know, break the 34-minute gap. Begrudgingly, I might even end it early, even though I want to spend as much time in the video with Eternia as I can. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If it does break the limit, you know, that will suck, obviously, because that would be the one thing that ruins the entire video, is not being able to fit it all into one video. Oh, man, I should have kept my watch on. Like, I've been meaning to do that, is like, because I did do a little bit of experimenting with the Mobizen app, where I can, it shows like the time recorded on screen, but at the same time it's in the watermark, so the watermark will be right there on the screen, being distracting. So so instead, yeah, sorry, I got distracted. So instead, I meant to like keep a watch or something nearby so I could just, you know, keep track of how long I've been recording. But obviously I haven't been doing that. Again, not enough for this video to be considered a failure. I just really, really, really hope I get all of this into one video. Mega shenanigan. Yeah, I knew Eternia would show up first. All right, about to say, I'm gonna give them like 5 more seconds. They would heed your call. Hey, Eternia. Not that I could blame them. Alright, just so this video won't go on too long, because like I said, I want this video to be as long as possible, because Eternia is here. But at the same time, I just cannot risk not getting all of this into one video. So, I think I'm going to do just one more fight. Just one more, and then end it. And hope to Almighty God, this is all in one video. So yeah, I'll do just one more, then I'll end the video, then obviously I'll keep doing Union Cross with Eternia till she leaves. And then I'll upload this video. But oh man, yeah, I think, yeah, as much as I love the artwork she drew for me, I think this is my new favorite video. How could it not be? Skull did his best trick at the beginning of the video. Eternia shows up shortly after that. I have not cataclysmically screwed up this video like I normally would with the other ones, you know, like just about the entire video was perfect. There was very few mistakes, and the ones that did happen were not, you know, video breaking. It weren't bad enough to where I was like, oh, I gotta start over. So thank goodness they weren't ever that bad. And don't forget the chest. Just for anyone who hasn't grabbed it already. Actually, I take that back. The only way the video could be better would be Skull to do his trick while Eternia was here and she could see it for herself. That would be the only way this video would be better, but chances are that's not going to happen. And like I said, even though I want this video to be that long, I don't want to risk it. So after this next one, if Eternia is still here, and she is, so after this one, I will end the video. But outside of that, I would say this is the best video I've ever recorded. Easily my favorite. And then, of course, the drawing is a close second. Oh, and I should probably also mention, I kind of like how the pumpkin soldiers look because it suits them really well. Aside from the witch's hat, I mean, that kind of breaks it a little bit because pumpkins and then witch's hat. I don't see it. I get it's supposed to be Halloween, but having a pumpkin for a head is Halloween enough, don't you think? But something else I like about them that I'll mention in just a second because I'm pretty sure that pumpkin soldier is still going to be there. Yep, sure is. If you look at his claws, I know they're not, or at least I would assume they're not, but they immediately make me think of candy corn. And I gotta admit, man, I love me some candy corn. Like, I don't care who you are, provided you're not doing something, you know, abominable. If you like candy corn too, you are my friend immediately. And there's also a little funny story with some candy corn where like, how did it go? Let me try to think of it real quick. Okay, so my parents are, you know, divorced, so you need to know that for why we were in separate cars. But my parents are divorced. I was in the car with my mom, and my little sister was in the car with my dad, and we had just left Golden Corral. And before we left, I had gotten me like this napkin full of candy corn. I was a little kid, bear with me. And what happened was Kira, my sister, had said something. I forgot what she said. Something that like annoyed me. So I picked up some candy corn to throw it at her, and it ended up hitting my dad square in the temple with the sharp part of the candy corn. He like made him jump, and then he gave me that really weird look. It was so funny. Like to this day, that's still one of the funniest things that's happened. So if I didn't love candy corn enough, I also weaponized it. Nah, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. But yeah, after this boss, I'll end the video because I do not. I know I keep saying it, but I just can't stress enough how it annoys me so much to have like an awesome video, a la Gambler of Fate, and then not get the entire thing in one video. That bothers me so much, and I am not going to let that happen to this. So, pretty much immediately after we defeat this thing, and it brings us to the like the reward screen, I'm going to end the video right there. And then don't forget the Nova. There we go. Ow. That Hainer Pensano metal with 0 special gauge is so useful. I can't believe how useful it is. Like, oh, and then in addition to that, mine also obviously pass extra attack power, so I can use it twice. So I get double the defense every time I use it for no special gauge. That's pretty great. Haha. Then last but not least, yeah, there we go. All right, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Eternia, for dropping by. Skull, thank you for being your adorable self as per usual, keeping me motivated until we found my light. So I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you around.